Wow. Bolt of Drain did work. Oh yeah, I don't have any RN, do I? Don't usually think about... If you can find a convenient source of it, it's kind of nice. I mean, I do have a Staff of Death, but... looks like I don't have any such convenient source, so... Imagine if I had Dispel Undead. I'd be a happy camper. Wonder is the Holy Wrath? When you start Holy Wrath, Dire Flight of Holy Wrath. I could. This is the... well... honestly, I might... no, probably not. F-Sim, the species. Let's keep it on this. Viz is actually still sometimes convenient. Of course. What else would happen? I want to get rid of this thing. New magic is pretty good though. Come on, Mara. Come around the corner, buddy. There we go. Dealt with him. Are you guys gonna... oh, there's my escape plan right there. It's like I have Nemelex's Warp Right card right evoked, already evoked for me. Oh, he flanked me. Some kind of spooky vault we got going on here. Apparently it's a food ration vault. Elliptic loves these vaults. Crypt 2. When I was... they went to every branch and they were like, we need to add food here, we need to add food here. We need the Zod food vault and Crypt food vault. I'm not thinking though, I'm not sure that there are, well, some of those vaults might place in some weird places that I'm not aware. I'd actually have to go look at the current state of of the food vaults. Perfect time for some BVC. Ooh, that I don't like as much. This is when Mikey's positioning guide is key. Guess I could. It's kind of pointless, but. He did fight me in the end, but at that point, all the scary stuff was done. On a Vice Blast. I like it. Those pies are so weird because you think you want to eat one, and you're like, oh yeah, those are good. And then you eat one and you remember why you don't eat them very often because you're like, but it was bad. They trick you. They're like Cadbury cream eggs. You actually sit down to eat one of those, you're like, oh. If you were a kid, you would think that's delicious. As an adult, you're like, I remember liking this. Anti-magic against the ghouls. Get the BVC. Casting spells with anti-magic. Look at that. Negative energy, son of a bitch. Ah, but my trusty oh, I don't have any MP left. I outsmarted myself. Bolt of fire. Yeah, the theme. I like the theme. It's cool. It's a little bit all over the place, but it's still cool. What? Stop blinking. Oh, if you link it, I can song request it. If you find a YouTube of it. It's a Metroid remix. Maybe I'll get. There's usually gold on the end map. I'll claim I'm doing this for tournament points for entering the branch. That's my story. These things hit surprisingly hard. Like that was from full HP. Oh, here we go. Okay. Do I do any UI work? I would say generally I don't. I've done stuff related to the UI and have implemented some menus, but no, we have a new dev, Aiden Holmes, who has done, you know, the UI rework is basically his project. He's done this vast amount of work, and Advil, another dev, has helped out a ton. And those two, most especially Aiden, but also Advil, have for the recent stuff. And various other devs, I would say, are a little bit stronger in UI. Like I can do it, but I don't. I can like use the code that's there as opposed to actually like designing the UI code. That's a little bit harder. Most of the UI stuff I've done has been like, you know, implementing the display for deterministic poison in web tiles and gosh, just various menu fixes. The worst UI code I ever worked with was the mouse, this weird mouse bug that happened working with the SDL event loop to fix mouse usage, and I sort of broke it because we switched to SDL2 and the resizing the window would sometimes cause a crash, so I had to like read the event loop for SDL, and I'm not a UI programmer by any stretch. Like I've never written a program using an event loop like that. So I had to sort of read it and understand it. It took a long time and then fix the resizing, but it turns out that I screwed up mouse usage and introduced this weird lag that was present for like years. From like 0.16 to 0.18 or something like that. And I finally had to read that code again and then fix it. A lot of work. Yeah, Wheels is the one who I think did that, another longtime dev. I think he's the one who sort of enabled that, and there was various issues with it. And yeah, I definitely didn't do anything related to that. This is Mikey's favorite mob right here, Flying Skulls. He loves fighting those when he's a mummy warper. Caustic Shrike of D9. This is Grunt's skull and crossbow, and this one I think has a fair amount of gold in it, so this could probably get me to buy shadow creatures, which is don't have a Vashnia kill. Yeah, I didn't get Snake. This is obviously only my first game. Worms is on the case. Populous says sour please. This is the sick tune. Port the enemies in the screen portion of the Pearson right to the offline. That area of the screen is used for like all of the inventory. The UI for that. It would be possible, I want to say that might actually already be possible for offline tiles. I wouldn't be shocked to learn that the monster list is available as a UI option for offline, and you could disable the others. I think that is controllable via your RC. You would have to disable some of those, some of those elements though, I believe. Jiangxi. Necrophage, Grunt. Why, Grunt? Why'd you put a necrophage in here, Grunt? You know those don't do anything. Those might be just zero spawns. Honestly, it might be the spawn table has those, which is sad. Yeah, so this central area is where all the fun is, obviously. And you just sort of have to... Guess I have this C and Viz ring kind of stuck on here, don't I? So it's really easy to just like fall back and... This is Mikey's strat right here, just issue the beatdown. No weird spells. Oh yeah. Any Double Dragon fans in the house? The hype is hard to contain. They're weak against it because these ghouls, they don't even know what a good hostess pie tastes like, and they taste it for the first time. They're like, oh my god. And that's when you whack them over the head. Sour freaking please. Somebody has to explain to Mikey what sour please is. Violent knee attack. I love it. Man, that would be a cool move. Double Dragon 2, the flying knee. That was such a great move in that game. The uppercut was good too, but the flying knee was the OP move. Also, the spinning air kick was cool too in some situations. It's a true story. Spinny thing you have to mash. Yeah, that's the one where you like leap vertically straight up and you spin around in the air. I'm pretty sure that's the one you mean. That was good if there were like these running, jumping like ninjas that would just always jump right into it. And a few other situations where it was good. Double Dragon 2 was pretty cool. It was a pretty weird game because of the control scheme where it was like A to hit A to like attack to your left and B to attack to your right. It was like going for this arcade style and it was a bit odd. Oh yeah, the kick? I remember that. You had to buy the book that taught you the technique. Only the first one. Yeah, the first one didn't have like these crazy special. Definitely, I recommend checking out, or maybe just watch a video of it. But Double Dragon 2 is a pretty cool. I think most people who like Double Dragon 1 would like 2. I kind of prefer 2 because the gameplay's. It's got more detailed platforming and it's got a bigger move set. Like Ghost. Yeah, there was also that one in River City Ransom where you would jump and like do like a roll and it would attack. So it made your just jumping really overpowered. It was like Circus something. Oh my god, Skate or Die. That game had, it was like the intro music was that guy saying skate or die over and over again. It's pretty hilarious. Stole a potion of light. Man, I really wish I had Dispel Undead. I can hex some of these Flayed Ghosts if I wanted to. Worth it. I could show this mob my my fire skills. Look at that. that. They say I can't cast fire spells? Well, they're wrong. No, yeah, you did nope. The thing is, it's there on the shopping list. I couldn't afford it, and I didn't find it otherwise, and so sadly. I am broke, but now I've got enough gold. Almost, I'm not going to buy that book. Oh, look who it is. Does this guy have a lot of AC? He doesn't. I could probably beat him over the head, but... Artifact boots. It's my staff of energy. Looks like the stuff inside has not woken up. There's definitely like an ancient lich in here. Who's gonna go play some board games tonight? Sit here in Gamma Funk. Well, I can't claim that I'm gonna be more interesting than board games. Hidden Veil, huh? You know, you're probably right about that. But at least I got it out of my inventory, I guess. Yep, low effort socializing where you don't have to interact with people face to face. The escapes. Wow. Wow, it's back-to-back Crypt of the Necrodancer. Nice. I'm surprised. Usually, I don't think I've ever walked in here and had all these doors shut like this. Probably gonna finesse for this. Well, you would do that, wouldn't you? Got off his agony. Now I have to regen my HP. They have surprisingly good chances. Socialize with the CFO a bit too much. Nope, has got a fancy important job. In my opinion, he should have an assistant to the Nope. This Mr. Kugel running. I wish I was BH. Okay, how many Death Knights? 3. Go. I'm glad I answered. I asked a question and it was answered. That's how many. 3. Go ahead, cast Agony. I know you want to. I shouldn't enable song. I do that, I think, every now and again. I said a while back I do it if somebody does a sub like for an hour of song requests. There's not really any harm in it. The only thing I don't want is for it to like turn into a thing that has to be managed a lot. Yeah, this is a great song. This is a really cool NES game. Well, that was a very successful nice. Yep. Ooh, look at that stab. There's our gold. Mikey's least favorite staff right there, Staff of Power. Ooh. There we go. Lich is down. He came in to dunk the Staff of Power. Somebody tell Worms how to make that clap emote on Twitch. Yeah, it's a silly staff. If you find it like early on when having plus, you know, a bunch of MP is good, then it's cool. But it quickly becomes not very good. It's the kind of staff I can use on some characters for a while, I guess. But I'm definitely really looking to replace it with something more useful, like just an enhancer staff, or often wizardry is way more useful. Oh, you can see it. That's interesting. So Chatty doesn't show it. I wonder, is it showing up in the... Oh crap, it scrolled off. Also, what's up with Nightbot? Nothing playing. Nightbot. That's not how we roll around here. Oh, that's why, okay. Chatty, my Chatty is sort of weird. It like shows, like this works in the overlay, I think, just fine. But it's not, I think I must have it disabled for better Twitch TV. That might be the problem. Wow. It's a lot of these things. Yeah, to get it in through FrankerFaceC, there's a FrankerFaceC add-on plugin that's different from the main one, and so you install that, and then in the add-on settings, you want to check that they're animated. Otherwise, they'll just show up, and it'll only be the first frame of those TTV animated emotes. But if you check it, they'll actually be animated, so that you can use. What is the other one? Reno Hype. Oh yeah. Very important emotes. Oh man, too bad I didn't have on my anti-magic. I could. God, that's a lot of Jiangshi. Yep, animated emotes are not for everyone. I guess I'm in a lot of channels where they show up. Well, not a lot, but I can think of a couple channels where they're used. Oh, did we get the, like, greater mummy?